Well, form theatre is quite an old idea in terms of it's approximately 40 years old as a concept. And what it does is it takes an interaction that's between people and explores the possibility of how that interaction could be done differently. And that is what we're going to show you here right now. Watch what happens. Then we're going to have a conversation about what you've seen and how it could be different. I'll leave it with you.
Oh, Charlie?
Yeah?
You have a few moments?
What for?
I just thought we'd have a catch-up, chat.
I was just on my way to get a sandwich.
Yes, but you're going to be in that queue for ages, aren't you? So.
Okay, but I'm really pushed.
I know. Well, it won't take long.
What is it this time?
I just wanted to know where we are on everything.
Fine.
And your diary?
Yeah, my diary's not good. Why are we scheduling new tasks in? I thought we were reviewing status.
Well, yes, we are, but things are going to keep changing, aren't they? On that note, I have spoken to marketing about the brochure, and they say that the colours are not going to work with the new guidelines. So,
but you approved that. Look, Jo, I really don't have time to redo this.
Yeah, all I need you to do is change the main colours.
Right, I can't.
But it's not going to take long.
It's a full morning, easily. Look, I'm up to my neck as it is. John's gone away and given me his reports
Okay,
to
could
finish.
you just give it a go, and if it does start taking longer, then we'll have another meeting, right?
Fine.
Now, apart from that, I think the brochure's working well. Looks good. I think it'll get people interested, buying into the whole thing, all that stuff.
Great.
Now, let's see how we're doing on the schedule. Again, not too bad. The email campaign's sorted. Training and seminar workshops organised. And the schedule, we were going to move that team briefing from week 5 to week 7, weren't we?
Sorry, move what?
I'm talking about the schedule.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah, we agreed to move the team briefing from week 5 to week 7.
Yeah, I know.
But it's not being updated on the schedule. I thought you were going to do that.
News to me.
But you said you were happy to manage the schedule.
I am, and I'm doing it.
Well, that means updating it and circulating it to everyone, doesn't it?
That's not my fault. You never asked me to do that.
Come on, Charlie. You know what managing a schedule means. So, could you just do it, please?
Okay, take it easy. It's no big deal.
Well, actually, it is a big deal, I think. I'm leading on this, and I don't want to end up with egg on my face.
Stresses of executive life, I'm sure you can handle it.
Thank you for your sympathy.
Anytime.
So you'll do it?
Yep.
And the brochure?
With a song in my heart.
Good.
Well, that was a piece of theatre, so I always think of it around. See, the thing is that we will encounter interactions like this on a daily basis. And what's happening is that there is a communication taking place which is what is seen, but would you agree that quite often there's a communication that's taking place that isn't seen? It's the unspoken. And that's one of the things that we do, is we delve into what is the unspoken that needs to be looked at. So what we do is we take it to the next step and we say, okay, well if this is what we're noticing is happening in the workplace, by the way, we would create this scenario to match specifically what you would like to have explored in your organisation. What you can do is you can now ask questions of the two characters, and I am becoming this block between the two of them, so they can't hear each other. So if you happen to be speaking to Jo, she can say whatever she likes. If you speak to Charlie, he can say whatever he likes, and the other one can't hear. So, in order for us to be able to move forward, quite often what we should do is ask questions to find out more of the back information as to what's creating this kind of behaviour. Could you direct Jo and give her some specifics? What is it about her body language at the moment that's creating the impression that you've all seen? Just give some specifics. Are you willing to receive this, by the way?
I am.
All right. So give her some feedback. What is she doing at the moment?
No eye contact.
No eye contact.
Looking down.
Looking down at notes. Folded arms, which in all the body language books refers to the idea of being closed. There are a multitude of reasons what the arms can be folded for, but we can say closed, yes. So we're just going to think about being warmer with more of a lighter, more smiley face. Yeah. this, and you actually want to know more about how things are going with Charlie. You want to know about that. All right?
Okay. Charlie, hi, come on in.
Hi
Take a
there.
seat. How's things?
Not bad, hectic, busy, as usual, no change. Snowed up.
Anything in particular
Uh,
you're concerned about?
Yes, well, my usual workload, the stuff we're working on. John's gone away, giving me all his reports to finish, and he told me at 5 o'clock yesterday, which was really nice, and they've got to be done by 5 o'clock today. So, yeah, it's great. Thanks.
So he's dumped you in it a little bit.
You could say that, yeah.
Right, I'm sorry about that, and you know, I do acknowledge that it's difficult building a project into an already busy workload.
I'm going to stop,
and I'm really
stop
sorry,
you there.
but
Thank you. Just stop you there for a moment. You were going to go into the brochure stuff again, weren't
Yeah.
you? I'm really sorry, but I want to talk about my subject matter.
I was going to do it nicely.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was going to say, look, I'm really sorry, but I have said sorry.
You'd said sorry.
I had said
Well,
sorry.
actually, what I'm going
this
to
is
do...
a big move forward.
Was
for me.
there a change in this behaviour over here? Did you see much of a change? Did you feel much of a change? Yeah?
It's a little bit. I feel that.
It's a little bit. Charlie, how does this feel for you?
Once I got over the shock that she'd asked me a question, and a question about feelings, yeah, I mean, it was better.
Yeah.
It was better. I felt like I was being heard.
Really?
Yeah, and also, you know, Joe has, you know, we started at the company at the same time. We were inducted on the same program, and you know, we've level pegged all the way up. But she's always talked down to me. I can't work out why.
Yeah.
But she, for the first time ever, sounded like she was not talking down to me.
Right. Now, for the first time ever, it sounded like she was not talking down to me. Now, I'm afraid that because of the time constraint, we're going to need to bring this to a close. But the idea behind what we're showing you here is that this is just the beginning. Quite often when we're doing form theatre, we will say, don't expect to have a magical solution. What you can expect is for that box to be opened up, for that dialogue to be started. And that's where when you talk with us right in the first instance and you come and you say, can we have a program that helps us with our communication, our behaviour, our influence and skills, whatever it might be. We've got a change program. We've got somebody new as the chief executive. The board has changed, and how we're approaching things changes. We need to filter that through into our organisation, and it takes having these kind of conversations as it filters down. And what we do is we work with you to implement a program that isn't just about it's a change written in words, but it's more about a change that is about how people, and when I put my hand down here, it's because it's an emotional interaction. We will work on a level now, has been talked about just there. What is the emotional state that influences the behaviour between people? What is the internal dialogue that we all have about each other, about situations, that influences how we relate to each other? So that's the kind of the back side of it. The front side of it is, well, what can I do in terms of how I am vocally and how I am physically to alter the interaction, to make those subtle little changes that means that this organisation is moving from being where it was to where we want it to be or where it could be. But I must stress that where it could be has to essentially come from you. We don't have the magical solution that says, oh yes, come to us with a problem, here's the solution. What we do is we say, let's talk with you and find the journey towards that solution. And form theatre is just one of the ways that we do it.